Hello, Toolmac here, and before I get started, I just want to tell you that I am not sponsored by any products that I am sharing today, and I will put a link to each of the products in the thingamajig down below. I love to play games, and over the last year, I have developed a bit of a love for Dungeons & Dragons. I am now playing in one campaign and game mastering a second. Currently, both games are being played online, and I wanted to find a way to make custom minis that I have built using different various websites, give them color, and make them tokens for my online games. After figuring it out, I thought I would share what I learned with the world. First, you need to make a virtual mini and download the free painting software GIMP 2.10 point something, whatever version it is now. You can make your mini at such sites as Hero Forge and anvil.co, that's anvl.co. They both have options to take a screenshot with a transparent background. This makes it easy to import the file into your online gaming platform. Today, I have decided to paint Brad. He is a druid turtle with some druidy type armor on. Once you have chosen your mini and loaded it up into GIMP by going into File, Open, and selecting your mini, you can get started. Step 1 is to add some layers and set them to overlay. So I'm going to do that. We'll just call this layer 1 and layer 2 and layer 3. I found that 3 layers is just about enough for adding in different layers of color. Once you've done that, each layer will put color over your image. If you follow this step and the last, you can complete this project. The next couple steps will give you some more tips and tricks to add to your drawing. So like I said, we're just going to go in, select this layer. We're going to go up to where it says mode, and it says normal. We're going to go down to the drop down and select overlay. We're going to do this for each of these 3 layers. So, like I said, you can do this. If once you set a layer, you can choose a color and a paintbrush, and you can color in, and you already can see that the layering is allowing you to color in and not lose the integrity of the shadowing that came from the website. So the second step 2, is to choose the pathing tool. It's this tool right here. It has some dots and it kind of looks like a Y, and it has a little bottle next to it, or maybe something like that. You want to take the pathing tool and you're gonna make a little path around the area. It may be helpful to zoom in into the area that you want to choose. So I'm gonna choose 4:1. Usually that's big enough. And I'm gonna start with this little headband, and I am gonna make the headband purple because my druid turtle has a staff, and I like Donatello. So therefore, he's going to have purple highlights. Also, shout out to Sam Riegel, voice of Donatello. As you go around, I would suggest selecting just right outside of the area that you want to color. And then you want to complete your path. You'll go to your drop-down menu. You can do that by right-clicking and go to select, and choose Select from Path. Once you've done this, this area is highlighted and you are now in your first layer. You will go over to the Color tool, choose whatever color you want to use. There's a light purple, that's a good color. We'll go to your brush. And it doesn't really matter the size of the brush you're using, because once you've used the pathing tool, you won't color outside of this area. So you can go like that and just draw right over the area, and boom, you have your purple hair tie. Now, if you want to add a little bit more dynamic color to it, you can go to the second layer and do it again. Third layer, do it again. And each layer, it's gonna make that color a little bit more rich. You may want to choose a different color. You may want to make it a little bit darker or grayer on that final layer, and that will make it a bit darker. Once you go and you choose a color, the box is gonna have whatever previous colors you used pulled up here. So if you say you want to go over now to his belt and make that purple as well, you'll know which colors you want to use. That's a pretty bright and dynamic purple. I think I'm going to stick with that. I like those two lavenders and then the dark purple to make it real nice. Before I go on to complete this, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you a few other tips and tricks that you can use and how to export it, and that can be the end of the video. But if you'd like to stick around, I'm going to complete this video by painting the rest of Brad and have some nice chill music on in the background. So step 3, what you want to do is you want to go to Select and go to None. And now you have free reign to just do whatever you like. I would suggest going and picking your brush. Then the size on this brush is very large, 51. So we're going to drop it down. You can see that you can make your brush real small, and you can even choose to do it as a pixel. Then you will be coloring by pixel, and let's say we want to go into a smaller area that you don't really want a path, and you want to do his eyes. Let's say we want his eyes to be a bright yellow. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, that's a bright yellow. You could, and this pixel is at 3 pixels. We're gonna go down to 2 pixels. That's probably, let's go right all the way down to 1 pixel. Now you know for sure you're getting the right area, and you can just color it right in. And if you have a steady hand and this is easy for you to do, like I said, you can do the whole photo by just painting in the pixels. If you want it to be a little brighter, go to a second layer, do it again. But it looks to me like his eye there looks real nice. Maybe I want it to look like a cat eye, maybe, instead. So I'm gonna go to that second layer and I'm gonna grab black all the way down, and I'm just gonna draw like a little line down here, a happy little line. And it did not come in very clean, did it? Let's see if we can get it there. Let's get that, go back to that second layer and see if we can get a, there we go. There you go. That looks kind of like a turtley line eye. And you can do this also to touch up. So let's say I missed a spot and I wanted to add into that layer 3, and we'll go back to that dark purple. There it is. And I wanted to fix one of the little edges and say I want that edge to be a little bit more right here. There you go. Each pixel gets colored in. So using the brush tool is a great way to touch up your image if you miss something inside the lines. If you feel like you have messed up completely, of course, here's your eraser tool. And maybe here at the eyes on this layer, I got a little bit over the edge. It looks like I did. So I can just touch it up with a little bit of eraser. And there you go. Now the eye looks a little bit cleaner. Looks like maybe I missed a little bit of yellow there. So let me grab the brush. Get back. Oh, nope, there's the yellow. Let's just, there you go. Beautiful. All right. That's step 3. Easy peasy. Now step 4 is just to be creative. There's so many options in here. I'm gonna go and point out one is that when you go to here, patterns, and let's say you want your staff to have a pattern. So the best way I've been able to do this, and I'm not gonna experiment here, is to use the pathing tool. I'm gonna not go crazy here. Let's just, for the sake of brevity, we're gonna go right here just to grab this one particular area of the staff. Select from path, there it is. Maybe, I think you just maybe pull it and drop it. There it is. Okay, so you can just pull it and drop it right in there. And that allows you to add wood grain to your item. Maybe you don't like that particular wood grain, or maybe you want it to look like fibers. You can put the fibers in, or you can put in leopard print. So many different things. Maybe you want it to look like rain. That kind of gives it an icy feel. Maybe you've got an ice staff. So there you go. You can be creative. What is this? Maple leaves. Oh, I can see people using that for something else. I'm gonna cut that. But yes, you can use the different options on here to just create whatever it is you like. So that's step 4. When you are finished with your image, let's say this is complete, we're gonna go to save. We're gonna go, well, to file, and then we're gonna go to export as. And then you're gonna choose where you want your image to be saved. Token. We're gonna say export. And then finally, you want to make sure you have this option selected, because this keeps your image your background transparent. And that looks really good when you place your token on a map, because it makes it look like he's standing on the map and he's not just a picture that you cut off the internet. Once you do that, you can hit export and done. You can find it and you can import it to a site like Roll20 to have a token. Like I said, the rest of this video is just going to be a time lapse of me completing this project. If you like this video, you can hit the like button. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to hit subscribe. I will be starting a campaign diary soon that will highlight the game I am DMing and some of the things I have learned along the way. Thank you for watching.